little bit faster to come online.
Carry Viz.
Visage?
Choose your
Oh, the
hero.
jug.
All right, well, you call it. It's a little bit old school, but they've gone back for it.
I think it works. I like the complexity draft a lot. I think Z-Freak in particular is just going to be a huge problem this game. I'm going with complexity.
I'm shocked. NA Dota goes for NA Dota. Wow, that's amazing. We haven't even got to the predictions yet, and Lyrical's already. I'm going for NA Dota.
And when we came on the panel, I could have said it.
No, absolutely. I could have asked you at the start of the show, and you'd have said it. I could have asked you yesterday, and you'd have said it. Jack.
As a fan of NA Dota and a part of NA Dota, I can't jinx NA Dota, so I've got to pick LFY.
Okay. For only that reason, or because they had a better draft, or because you believe in them, or Chinese Dota #1, or anything?
I like LFY's draft a lot more this game. It's a lot less greedy, a bit more balanced, and I think that they will be able to stop the train.
5 seconds remaining.
All right. The complexity train has rolled into the station. Is it about to go out and guarantee a top 3 spot and knock LFY out of the tournament? Let's find out as we head back to the commentary team for game number 2.
A hype train, a complexity hype train at that. Here in China, is it actually going to become true? Will Complexity 2-0 LFY? Will they win this series? Or is it going to end up in another train wreck for Complexity? So many in the past splits. You heard the panel. They're actually down. It's a little old school strategy. It's something from the past. We've got a Viper mid, a Juggernaut safe lane. This is just all early game all day.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to think about like the Jug versus AA interaction. Yeah. I actually really like healing ward after the fact.
Right.
Like once you heal past the damage.
We had this conversation on the panel. You said that we used to think kind of Jug because the healing ward, but more often than not, the healing ward was not going to be used in the middle of a fight, and it actually served as a really good recovery tool against the AA Ice Blast after the fact.
And they're going to have to run the gauntlet though. Even if they win this series, they have another 2 Chinese teams to play.
But they did say, if we can beat LFY, we can beat anybody. I have a tendency to agree with you. LFY looked really good here at this tournament.
Yeah, don't count them out just yet. They still have a game to play.
Certainly not.
Winning a game against a team is one thing. Completing a best of 3 is entirely different. This is similar to Liquid Zone, right? They had a last Western team have to run the gauntlet.
Yeah, that is actually very true.
Yeah, and a lot of the similar teams.
They had to beat LGD, LFY, and Newbie.
And
you both LFY and Newbie are the...
And Vici still has some of those members.
Look at this wraparound from Complexity. Might be able to find DDC here. Chessie actually shows himself, and Complexity are a little bit skittish to take this fight, and they wouldn't have had the gap close anyway to be able to ensure a kill. So they do start backing themselves up. Do you actually like Complexity's lineup? Because I actually prefer LFY's here.
I think I'm okay with Complexity's lineup. I feel like they have a lot of comfort picks. Yeah. It'll come down to what Z-Freak can accomplish with this Chen, which is often what happens in games with Chen.
I mean, but LFY though. Is there anything more comfortable than Inflame Bat Rider and Super Dragonite?
They had Inflame Bat Rider last game, fam. And see
They've
what
got
happens.
Afu Earth Spirit too.
I don't know, dude. I think Inflame's about to catch these hands. Kyle Dota did not come here to get 4th place. He came here to get 3rd.
Moo is going to try and go and cut the creep wave against this Bat Rider Earth Spirit lane, and the roll in from Afu is going to be the first whiff.
He needed that. They might have even been able to get him down to like half.
Yeah.
Doubt they'd be able to get a kill, but...
Mid lane, it is going to be Dragonite versus a Viper. Now, in the days of old, I would have said, oh yeah, easy lane for the Viper. He wrecks the Dragonite, but that's not true anymore. Right? The Breathe Fire, the combination of Breathe Fire, Dragon Blood, Dragonite actually does relatively well in this matchup.
Yeah, he does, because of the regen. I think, I haven't played against the new Viper yet, which is weird. Considering when he first came on the scene, he was picked a lot by both Liquid and VP.
Yeah.
And when both those teams agree on a hero, you know it's going to be strong.
Yeah.
But since then, haven't really seen it too much. The active pushing power, of course, is very strong.
I guess that is an interaction that I forgot. That now with the Nether Toxin, you can actually break the Dragon Blood armor.
Ah. It does mute, right?
Yeah, it breaks you.
That's cool.
Break it a beat. Wrap around from Z-Freak, gonna go for the kill onto Super now. He's pretty high HP with the Centaur stun already landing and the slow. They're gonna be able to go for the dive in the tower.
The Sand King is, he heavily relies on the turn radius for his Burrow Strike. And of course it's a melee hero against Batrider, and even the level 1 stun doesn't get you far enough away for the Batrider to be dissuaded from just diving you.
Yeah.
But at bottom, Afu, he has roll, should be just fine.
Yeah, and there's no stuns left.
Z-Freak so far has been relatively unsuccessful. The kick comes in, he's got Firefly.
Look like they're going to go for it here.
They're okay with this.
Yeah, so I mean, look, have you seen that Jar Contra? He's bullying Chessie at that top lane. Monet is actually getting so many control over the creep wave. He's actually 17 and 7. They're going to go for the kill onto the Jakiro as well. The healing ward does go out. Looks like the Jakiro will easily survive, and Monet is actually going to take a lot of damage in return from Chessie, who managed to get the spin, but unlikely to be able to finish him off. Slows him down a little bit more. Kyle does manage to close that distance with the dual breath. He can actually maybe get this kill. Kyle alone trying to chase him down. The magic wand is just enough to pump Monet up, and we'll get the full heal off the healing salve.
Yeah. First time he's had to use the salve. Still way too good of a lane for him right now as at bottom.
Afu TP's in to deal with that pesky bird. Was throwing the tornado on Super. A Viper by itself is fine. Viper plus a tornado sounds like a bad mix.
More than fine right now. Super easily leading.
6.
Yeah. This so far has not been the kind of start that Complexity needed. That's why you've got to relax. It's still a best of 3. Anything can happen, and so far LFY with very early control of the laning phase.
Now, LFY, since they are so happy with the laning phase, want to keep the way things are. So Complexity, they're the ones who kind of have the onus to change up the laning phase a bit. What do you think they should be doing here?
It's a bit difficult because the ganking isn't really there for them.
Yeah.
Like Viper can't really go bottom and gank. Going top is not really cost efficient either. It's going to come down to the Sand King, but because the Sand King's had such a bad start move, he's got 3 stacks on him. He's got to be careful. One more, and I think they might make the attempt. They are going to go now.
They do have a lot of control out from the Earth Spirit minions that are going to be able to get the ensnare. The Mist rolling as well. A very slow move. Does manage to juke his way out of that one, but he's got 6 stacks on him. But LFY, they're not feeling comfortable. Inflame's going to start backing himself up. He got a bit low, and the Chen looking a bit too dangerous. So now Complexity may be in a good spot to start pushing him out. But in top lane, they're going to go for Kyle again. The spin goes out. Monet dancing ahead of Chessie here with the healing ward placed down. Jakiro looks to be fine, but they're still going to try and get the kill on Monet. He's going to be slowed down.
Really
Chessie
low?
might be able to finish him off, especially if they get a crit. But nice use of the AoE slow there from DDC.
Oh, look at the Batrider right now. They're invading into Z-Freak. Anticipating something, trying to get the bounty rune. Maybe if they get the bottom rune at the same time, Inflame does manage to grab that. They're pinging towards mid. Limp. If they can kill him, they can immediately transition this into a tower push.
So huge. Complexity. They're not going to have the heroes to be able to just TP in and save this Viper.
He absolutely is not ready for this.
Run down. He's got to be sneaking pumped up, immediately stunned. Here comes Nui with the TP in. Maybe he can turn things around and actually cancels it, realizing that there's no way he can help out the Viper. And in fact, doesn't look like he's going to do much to save the tower either. LFY get a huge push onto that mid lane with a big creep wave as well as the siege creep plus Dragon Knight ultimate out. Z-Freak's going to try and stop this tower from going down. He's going to run into Afu here. But more importantly, needs to be able to bring the creep wave off of this tower.
Yep, that's going to be more than half HP, as Catapult should be able to get 1 or 2 more hits onto it, and it does. Very successful push by them.
Oh,
now
they're
going to
go for it. And look at that Nether Toxin play. They no longer have the stun, though. He's going for the TP on. He made it. Ever so barely. Looks like Z-Freak forced to use that Golem stun just to be able to close the distance there. Results in the Dragon Knight being able to get the TP out.
And they're picking right now. Kyle wants to make an
attempt. They want to try and fight this one. They're going to try and go for the kill on DDC. Chessie starts going for it, but again, the Ice Vortex does slow him down. Chessie not having those phase boots just yet is really killing his kill potential. They're going to be able to get the kill onto Moo at bottom lane. LFY are stomping all over Complexity here in this game too.
Right now, it's just looking like the reverse of game 1, as the favorable laning phase matchup does go in the way of LFY. I didn't know that the Dragon Knight Viper matchup was going to be this one-sided. I did think it was going to be fine for Dragon Knight, but and this is Super's #1 hero.
Yeah, I saw this in 7.0, and it's amazing. The Dragon Knight actually just wins this matchup because of Breathe Fire. Killing your CS, the Dragon Knight's going to have a big CS advantage over you, and his regen is enough to be able to deal with the poison, and it doesn't look like Nether Toxin is enough to be able to offset that. Maybe when it comes to actual ganking,
they're smoked up right now.
Oh no, Lip's actually going to get turned around on. He's going to be cold feet, and he's going to be stunned easily, and Chen, he's got to get out of here. Z-Freak, he tried to help out,
top
but
lane. Chessie's getting a little bit low.
Oh, they're actually going to be forcing out the spin here. So close to level 6, too.
And Chessie almost goes down there.
Yeah, but he's going to get a pretty quick heal off this one. Look at that pushed in through mid, though. They're going to be able to take it out. Tries to send the troll back, but ends up giving that CS to Super, as well as the tower.
This is an Arcane Rune DK. He's going to grab his ult. Once again, most likely go top.
Ooh, okay, they're going to be able to catch him here. He does have a TP out, and he's going to go for it again. Second time. LFY are able to get Super out of danger. Another attempted gank. It just looks like Z-Freak. He is truly impotent as this Chen. He just can't get anything going. He can't really gank bottom. Zanking had too hard time with lane there. Dragonite seems to be too strong middle. And contesting a Gyrocopter is always going to be tough.
Yeah, right now, all three lanes are suffering heavily. Nobody even close to succeeding right now. And that's disaster for Complexity. Especially for Moo. They need Moo to be able to do something in this game. He's one of their few stuns.
Yep.
Their only real reliable stun that they can work with and their main team fight. And without that, I mean, it's nigh impossible for them to make moves. And it's just been so well played by LFY. They understood in the last game, okay guys, we lost all three lanes. As long as that doesn't happen, we should be okay. And it's this time with the Batrider getting such a favorable matchup against the Sand King.
You pointed out the Arcane Rune on the Dragonite. We are seeing the effect of that now. Super actually going for rotation up to top lane almost immediately after pushing that mid-tier 1 tower, but maybe he's going to think twice about it. His tower is actually being pushed in. Yeah, he's going to TP back to defend it. So no second objective for Super. Got to keep control of the lanes as fast as possible. Not give Complexity that avenue for a comeback.
And the best way that Complexity can come back right now is to avoid fights. But LFY, they're going to force the issue right now at bottom. They're coming in, but Complexity also coming uphill. LFY look like they want to avoid this for now. As Limp now going to show himself. Has 0 farm on that Viper. Now, just now going to complete treads.
Ugh.
Super, on the other hand, has a full drums over him. On top of that Soul Ring. Feels very good about shoving in mid lane.
Lexi just going to go for one of those heavy pushes, though. Trying to utilize the Chen. But does look like LFY is going to contest this already. With the fire out there, immediately go for the initiation. Gyrocopter comes in with a nice ultimate, able to slow down so many heroes in the back line, though. They did manage to get a good run in from Alfu. Watch the Ice Blast over the top, is able to finish off one member of Complexity, 2 down, but here comes Chessie. Looking to be able to get the counter kill. Omni Slash does latch on to that Batrider pretty
too fast?
But he's able to get out. Looks like maybe juking through the trees. He's able to get himself away. Afu, Moo actually gets him with a sandstorm, barely. Kyle ends up going down. The hero gobbled up by a Dragon Knight in full dragon form. Here comes Moo, though. He's got the magic damage plus the spin, but Dragonite, he's so damn tanky. They're trying to focus him down. They're getting close, but it's still a little bit too much. Chessie has to give up hope, but he gets burned down. Super gets the turnaround kill. Now Moo's got to try and get out of here to make sure this isn't a total wipe. LFY looking to be able to run him down. They've got a Drums Dragonite chasing after the Scorpion. They're going to give up on the kill. Now 8-1. With over a 5,000 gold lead for LFY. It's looking like LFY, pissed off about that game 1, are going to strike back just as hard in game 2.
Yeah, they seem to be angry when they're playing right now. Like, they're running after them. They're not giving up on any of these kills. They're not even allowing this tier 1 to be mirrored. They're defending all their towers, galvanized by that taunting in game number 1.
As they should be. Kind of goes both ways. We talked about whether or not LFY were tilted. Looks like Z-Freak's going to be caught. Man, dodged the flame break with his sticky napalm on him, and it's now going to be able to slow down the Batrider, helping Z-Freak stay ahead of the flames. And it looks like now Inflame has to put himself into the Roshan pit just to get away from Lim. Last couple of moves come out from the Complexity Satyrs.
They're going to miss on the Batrider, who just flies over their heads. No Tidehunter this time to slow him down.
And this is not a lineup. You look at Complexity, this is not a lineup that scales terribly well. Now, neither does LFY, but the point is both lineups were built around being able to win the lanings phase and hit that mid-game really hard. And it's LFY who are the clear victors of this first 12 minutes.
I think LFY scales a lot better. Their supports are going to be more useful as the game goes on. As up at top,
Z-Freak going to be caught here. No way to juke this one with the lasso, burning him out. Now Afu able to catch up as well. They're even going to blow Super's ultimate.
They want to transition this into a push, grab the last remaining tier 1. They're still the bottom one, actually. But
You could see Complexity are trying to take a tower of their own, and knowing that Super's going to go for this push, they're going to try and get the kill on the Gyrocopter. It looks like they do manage to lock him down with the macro fire over the top, but it's still not enough. Monet is able to turn and finish off Moo. Now they're going to be able to catch Kyle as well. Lip is here to be able to help out. They can finish off the Ancient Apparition. They're going to try and hunt down Afu as well. Get some vengeance for their supports. Afu caught inside the spin. He's going to end up dropping. It looks like Gyrocopter did take out from the burn damage of the Jakiro. So Complexity do manage to get the 3 of LFY. It looks like Super showing and really just telling Complexity that he's going to go for that top lane push does result in a nasty fight at bottom lane.
Very one-sided engagement, as it looked like it was going to be an overcommitment of a dive, but Complexity just feel like they have to make any sort of moves that they can. You got to commit to something. Monet, unfortunately, was still in the fire. The Jakiro ult very nicely placed. And that's a lot of damage. Macro Pyre as the Burrow Strike. They had a great combination of abilities thrown there. They just end up kind of running out of steam. And it's very fortuitous that Limp and Chessie were coming into this fight just as the Earth Spirit does as well. And they were able to run down multiple heroes. Man, if only the Gyrocopter had that 200 HP talent before that fight. Yes, he likely lives there and gets away. But Complexity, with one of their first few wins, and before they quadrupled their kill total as a result of that bottom play.
Catching, and they're going to throw it on the epicenter to make sure they get this kill, because the Batrider is super tanky and is super fast, but double ults being used. There's no way a Drumscar charge is going to be enough to get you out of that one. Nice little sand thrown in the face of Super. Moo does manage to escape from an attempted stun.
Super now has that Shadow Blade completed. Wants to walk around, find kill opportunities with the AA Ice Blast.
Is heading towards bottom lane. They've managed to lock him down. Looks like the Ice Blast may not latch. Oh, it barely clips him. Serious trouble now. Tries to go for the spin TP out, but just shot down by Monet's Gyrocopter. In mid lane, they catch him as well. The Shadow Blade shows up
all the creeps
for a kill on Z-Freak and maybe his Zoo too.
Out of spite, Super chases those down. Right now, such a dominant performance from LFY. Trying to show that game 1 was a fluke. Thus far successful.
Yeah, it's looking like it. The Blink Dagger is being built by our Batrider, and so now we're going to have multiple avenues of initiation between the Dragonite and the Batrider, both having their tools of the trades. So this is a significant upgrade. So it's not even like LFY, you're like, oh sure, they're dominant in lane. They're going to get even more dominant with these pickups. Look at them. They're going to go for the kill on Moo. Another Shadow Blade Ice Blast setup. Moo almost immediately drops, and it looks like he will survive, as that Ice Blast shouldn't be enough to take him out.
Yeah, he's going to be TP'd back, but he's nowhere near his Blink Dagger, and that's a low-cost attempt cap. All it costs them is the Shadow Blade, and the AA ult is almost already off cooldown as Inflame. Fireflied up. Look at Complexity right now. All 3 heroes farming around the same exact area. They don't feel comfortable anywhere around the map around this Batrider.
Yeah, this is the thing about the both the Batrider and the Shadow Blade DK, right? You have to start playing some 5-man. But that's also scary because it's looking like LFY's team fight is going to be superior to Complexity as well.
Yes.
If they get the right kind of initiation every single time. And we already said Cole are kind of limited in their options for initiation with only having Moo.
This is what sometimes Complexity's lineups do look like, because they are so fight-centric.
Yep.
That when they can't take these fights,
Chessie going to be fought. Gets the Blink Dagger lasso, going to be able to follow up with the disables to make sure he has no opportunity for a spin Omni Slash. And another kill fed to Monet.
LFY are just dangerous around the map right now. Gonna smoke up. Look at this. They're just going for pick-off after pick-off. They're not even caring about objectives. It's almost like they want to even up the score and say, like, this is how much better we can play than you.
Askamanis, Ayasha, Monet is finishing up, or has all his farming items, and he's really going to start accelerating. And with the SNY soon to be complete, he'll also have a lot of team fighting capability with a significant increase in HP between his level 10 talent and that Sanj.
Up wave right now, LFY. Shoving it out, they were smoked up. They're just trying to keep up a pace right now. Super, pop that dragon form. Now he's just going to commit to the tower. Complexity, they're going to be hard-pressed to defend this one. They know that the Sand King's up there. Chessie.
Complexity is going to fight this one? It doesn't look like it.
I mean, it looks like they want to bring heroes up here, but they're just not certain if they can take another unsuccessful fight.
They left Chessie in mid. I'm surprised they're willing to fight without their full 5. They don't really have Jakiro, who was kind of hanging out in that bottom lane, hoping to be able to get those split pushes in.
This fight.
The roll in, Afu attempt does manage to get the silence, but does not land the boulder. Afu's going to be slowed down, and he's going to get the double kick on his way to the grave. Now Complexity look to be able to chase down more heroes, but it seems unlikely. Jesse with the Mask of Madness is actually running so damn fast. He just cruises over those ice vortexes, does stun. Super is going to make sure that Omni Slash does not go off. And LFY only losing Afu, that is not much they have to worry about. I mean, a lot of these pokes are free, right? You can afford to lose your one-off support whenever Complexity go for these 5-mans.
Because now Monet will just push out bottom, and this will create space equals to the amount of gold that Complexity just gained.
Unless Complexity do turn this into a push, and a successful one at that, into top lane.
Yeah, but Super still wants to fight right now. He's invised up.
Yeah.
Rushing through, wants to try to find Moo, who doesn't have a Blink Dagger right now. He's going to stun up.
Oh, but the Bat Rider's going to spot him out. They manage to get the stun barely before the TP completes. Another kill, another successful hunt for the LFY boys.
Super is a man possessed. Cut the tree down. Knows that Moo is still up there.
Yep.
Hunts him. He's being relentless right now.
Looks like, I mean, once he gets a BKB, I'm not sure what Complexity could possibly do to a Dragon Knight.
I'm pretty certain they can't burst him with the heroes that they have, and they don't have enough control to stop him from getting that BKB off. We've seen multiple times where they try to go on this Dragon Knight, and it's been unsuccessful. And LFY are just playing so well right now.
That's a little early macro pyre, but it should do the trick. Most of the creep wave.
Of course, as the game goes on, I think Complexity right now, they have to rely on LFY mistakes. I'm not sure if they can go for the outplay anymore.
Yeah.
They might just be a little bit too far behind this Bat Rider.
Be putting 3 here to defend this top lane. The wards laid in place to be able to help them defend. With the tier 2, it does look like it's going to just drop. They have to deny it.
Super does not worry about popping his ult ever. He just almost always uses it off cooldown. Even if it's just 2 hits on a tier 2 tower, he just grabs that, then transitions into some farm.
And this is why Super is, like, he always retains his relevance so late into the game, right? He always makes sure he's farming.
Yeah. Very impressively so, he's outscaled this gyrocopter.
Oh, quick sandstorm, but maybe still going to be caught by Afu. Goes for the kick, dodges that one. Now the turnaround with a Viper here. They start going for the Bat Rider, but hello, here comes the Dragon Knight straight onto the Viper with a guy flies over the top. They burst him down so damn quickly. They're going to go for the epicenter. All this magic damage. Can it be enough to be able to bring down Super again? He's taking a lot, but he managed to complete the TP. Chetty, he does manage to get the kill on the Bat Rider, but still, it was the big prize of the Dragon Knight that Complexity desperately needed to make that fight a true big-time winner.
And now Dragon Knight's got a BKB. He survived that pretty easily too. He's got 400 health left when he goes for the TP out, I think.
Yeah.
And for Dragon Knight, that's so much effective health because of the armor that you have. Now that he has a BKB, it becomes even more difficult. They didn't even have Gyrocopter for that engagement either.
Okay. He's killing a tree, placing the ward, I see. I was wondering what the hell he was doing. But he does get spotted out by Complexity. I'm pretty sure they saw part of that roll in or something, and they know about the ward. See it.
There's so much fire drop down. There's like Breathe Fire, Firefly, Jakiro's Fire.
Easy for a commentator, no problem. Everything's on fire. Ice Path, just to make sure Bat Rider can't immediately jump onto the Jakiro.
He's just trying to protect his tower right now.
Goes for the sticky napalm. Who's actually thinking about turning. Does get the blink onto him now. Kyle slowing him down with a dual breath as well. They're going to just try and stay on top of the Bat Rider as best as possible. And it looks like the macro buy plus the Ice Path is going to be enough. Moo even survives underneath that Firefly. So that was a great way. They forced a rotation, actually managed to kill that hero, which means they can continue for the push here to the top lane. LFY realizing that are going to double down on their push at bottom lane already. Heroes rotating to back up Monet.
This Jakiro is in very value right now for Complexity. As Kyle,
look at it, the triple siege wagon, man. We've seen them continually go for the kills on Z-Freak's creeps, but they can't kill the siege wagon. Oh. Good wrap around there from LFY. No, Moo. What is he doing? He can't actually get a good bro strike, and Hez actually just going to be dying just like that. That's going to be 2 cores down already. Kyle's going to be caught as Monet finds him inside the jungle. Complexity, what are you doing?
One by one.
Win 1 by 1 indeed.
They are falling apart big time as LFY continuing to stamp their names on this game.
Oh, wow, Jesus. All right, time to kill these siege creeps. No more.
Goodbye.
None of that. They survived far too long. Super finally kills them. And that tier 2 took a lot of damage, though. And look at it, it's almost dead.
I think he's okay with losing them.
Yeah.
At this point, they did their job. They're not meant to get out. EKB now completed on the gyrocopter as well, making it even more difficult. And the task just keeps getting harder and harder for Complexity.
19-9, over 8,000 gold lead for LFY. And LFY currently lurking in the shadows here, hoping to be able to get another pick off that could turn into a tier 2, maybe a Roshan attempt shortly after. They don't have the greatest Roche-taking team, so they really got to make sure they take down Complexity to make sure there's no way they can contest. As I say that, classic. Looks like they're going to try and do Roshan anyway.
They might just be far enough ahead.
You think so?
Yeah. They're trying to force an engagement more than anything. Yeah. They want Complexity to take this fight. This is one of those Roshans where you're happy if you get it for free, because of course you get Aegis, but at the same time...
It's like Complexities from last game, right? With the Tidehunter.
It's the neutral objective. If you go for a push on Complexity's side and just go for a straight 5-man, LFY will crush you. So LFY is trying to bait them out here. So if they do take a fight, I think LFY beats them anyways. It's a very confined space, great for the Gyrocopter, the AA, the Earth Spirit, the Batrider. Like, their team was made to fight around Roshan. So a win-win situation right there for LFY.
Oh, look at them there. They're heading into mid lane. They're going to catch the Earth Spirit, see if they can kill him real quickly before LFY can respond. No. They do manage to get the sun into the 2-man Ice Blast. Now the Gyrocopter's there with a flat cannon. He's already shot down one. Looking to be able to catch Chelsea as well. He's running himself ahead. The Ice Blast is about to take off.
That's a lot of flat hits.
And the flat cannon shots are still not going to be enough. Looks like the Healing Ward is going to be good enough. Chelsea stays alive, but they fail to get the kill on Afu and pay for a dealer. Mood is going to be gone for 35 seconds. A perfect opportunity for LFY to hit high ground.
Yeah, they're immediately going to go.
Oh,
no, they're
maybe
not.
Playing it safe. They don't want to let Z-Freak actually get this free push in the bottom lane. You can see Inflame in position, does use the lasso to make sure the TP is not complete. And Super, again, always focusing on Z-Freak's army.
That is hateful. He never lets anybody get out. No Private Ryan here.
It's the Scorched Earth policy, I believe, of Dragons. Viper going to be caught. The Ice Blast nails him. Now they've got the damage from Monet to bring him down to that critical.
It's switched over to Chelsea!
It's switched over to Chelsea, and he didn't notice it. He doesn't throw down the spin in time. He's going to be locked in by the gold feet. He's dead as well. Complexity. If you thought LFY crumbled and tilted in game 1, Complexity are not looking too much better in this game too.
Yeah, they completely shrug it off. Chessie, that's like a shrug kill. Monet's like, okay. Like, yep. I guess you're getting hit by my rocket.
Almost has the butterfly after just completing the BKB only minutes ago.
More like he was gifted it.
That is probably true.
And Monet just hitting on this tower right now with the Aegis, daring them. Super doesn't quite have that dragon form up, but they still feel comfortable going high ground with 2 heroes down.
That's how you know you're winning. When you're banging on a tower with Alfie goes, oh, what a nice double kick off, bro! You monster! Sets it up for LFY to get the jump in. They actually do manage to get the send back, though, from Z-Freak, saving the lives. They'll get the tier 3. Boy, initiations like that, you thought it was just the Batrider you had to worry about, but Afu seeing the opportunity for a 2-man kick, your Complexity, you're going to be real scared.
Right now, Complexity completely hold up in their base. Brine's being taken now. Butterfly almost completed on Monet. Cards are so stacked against you. We might just see back-to-back stomps.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you already said, LFY, they've got the better scaling lineup, right? Like, Gyrocopter's just naturally going to farm faster. You said the supports on the side of LFY are just naturally going to be better for you. Chen, Chihiro, it's not, you're not seeing a whole lot of praises for them past 30 minutes.
I'm not sure what their plays are supposed to be here, as once again, Inflame in position.
Spots the Viper, but the rest of his team wasn't close enough. And it's a Viper, so just an Ice Blast alone is not going to be enough.
Yeah, they're going for top again, though. They're just resetting this push.
Yeah, good luck to staying on top of this Gyrocopter. Not only does he have the Aegis, he's got 50+ movement speed off his level 20 talent. So he is a cruising, bruising machine. Complexity look to defend their melee racks. Nice two-man Burrow Strike there from Moo. That's going to be able to set up, but Moo, BKB already popped by Super as well as Monet. They turn and fight, manage to get the lasso on the chest. He's stopping in the middle of the spin. Complexity still trying to poke at these heroes, but look at the flash shots. He's bringing all of Complexity so damn low. Limp is trying to fight Monet as best as possible, manage to get the Burrow Strike. That's going to be life number 1 of Monet down. Looks like they managed to get the lightning proc onto the Bat Rider, but he's not able to blink in, but they still managed to get the kill on the Viper anyway. Thanks to the control of the Dragon Knight, they take that lane of Brax and are going to be able to push for more with 2 of the cores down of Complexity for 30 seconds plus with no buyback. Maybe they have to get some sort of poke kill here. They're trying to go for Apu. Two-man setup into the ice path. That's okay, but they just have no damage whatsoever. The sandbag on Moo is going to help him survive, but his brother's not going to be as lucky, and Zephyr is going to get rolled over as well. A much louder cheer from the Chinese crowd as they watch LFY even up the series 1-1.
That was a slaughter.
That absolutely was.
LGD just took it to them from the start. All 3 lanes won. The team fights were dominant. They made sure that was an absolute victory too.
Yes. There was no question. I mean, they lost. I can't really think of a time where they lost a hero and did get something in return. It was like every single time the trade-offs were worth it for them. They did not take a whole lot of risks. They made sure to just repeatedly just stomp Complexity into the ground to make sure this game 2 was an assured victory.
That was definitely a statement game for them.